Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're all well. Starmer, the farmer hammer, apparently. I'd have just ripped Starmer the wanker on there, to be honest. Would have been more fun for me, anyway. Starmer the wanker. So, apparently, the crack is it's probably been burned by now. By the time you hear this, it will be gone. It's an effigy of Starmer who will be burned and hear the birds and the nature. We'll put that on here. Here it is. Got a billboard. No tax increase. Gone. One in, one out. Gone. Suck up to Trumpy. Well, still in there, but Trumpy's not playing ball. Build 15 million houses. That's gone. Some at small businesses. Gone. So, Digital ID tucked in his belt here, and the rules. So this is the effigy of Starmer being burned on Bonfire Night here somewhere. Hold on, I don't know where it is or what's going on here. I mean, yeah, the farmer hammer again. The farmers have been absolutely done over here by the inheritance tax, and to be fair to the farmers, we haven't done enough in any way, shape, or form to help them. So we've had all these protests again. People just like the general public. No offense, are fucking retarded in many ways. And again, yeah, don't get me wrong. Protesting all the migrants and women and children getting attacked and stabbed is a massive priority. It is a priority. Don't get me wrong, but surely a bigger priority is the government's fucked over all the farmers, and in like God knows how many years' time there'll be no farmers, and we'll be in a real big fucking lot of trouble here. And all big corporations and all own the farms and basically poison all the food that we do actually get, thus killing countless fuck knows millions of people probably down the line. So, yeah, do we not sort of put things in context here? And surely the existence of Britain's entire future, Britain's race, and the English people, surely comes before people getting raped now and again. You know what I mean? I know it's quite serious, people getting raped now and again. But nobody can get raped at all if there's no future. You know what I mean? Like that's the other side of the problem. So I kind of think just people look at all these problems that we've got and they look at them in the wrong order. Like I do agree, don't get me wrong, I completely agree that the migrants, the migrant hotels, and women and children getting attacked is a massive problem, like a massive problem that we need to sort out urgently. And all the stabbings on the street, we need to sort out urgently. But primarily the government again. If we got rid of this actual government, we could sort out a load of problems. That's the other side of it. We might sort out the migrants, we might sort out the stabbings, and we might sort out the economy as well and stop them spending us into an oblivion. Again, multiple problems can be solved if we got rid of the government. But ultimately, again, the migrants, in the scheme of things, if you actually know what's going on in the world, the migrants are quite low down the list, to be honest. They really are. The migrants, because again, again, immigration is not just the raping of women and children. An issue is immigration, but we're importing about a million or about 800,000 people legally a year into the country. So everybody's fighting immigration, but they're fighting illegal immigration, which is about 10% of immigration. So you're not fighting immigration in any way by fighting the illegal migrants. The only key thing you're really fighting is them attacking women and children. But again, half of the people's coming in legally. So we got 40,000 Afghanistanis there because of some fuck up in the government. So none of them come illegally on a boat. Do you know what I mean? And if they were to rape any women and children, they're just kind of getting added to the pile of the people who come on the boats, but they didn't come on the boats. So it's a fucking mess, to be honest. It really is a mess, the likes of which you've never seen. And it's real complicated, to be honest. And if you're not paying attention, it's fucking twice as complicated as if you were paying attention. But it's a shit like the in amongst the shit show. There's an answer to the problem, and do we solve one problem or do we solve them all? Is kind of the crack. And again, it goes above the government, as many people will know, and I've stated before. This is above the government. This is like a global agenda. Hence why like the digital ID is coming in America and Australia, and the digital fucking currencies are coming in all in the same countries. Coordinated moves by multiple governments around the world to all do the same thing because it's a coordinated plan. Again, COVID kind of proved this because every country fell in line except basically like Brazil and possibly another country I can't remember in Europe didn't fall in line, but everybody fell in line instantaneously, despite like there being no real proof that anything was going to happen, and it didn't in the end up. Everybody fell in line, and every like again every TV station, every channel, every radio station, every newspaper, everybody fell in line because everybody's owned by the same people and it's all about the same network that's preaching the same agenda. So, yeah, oh, I mean, this is my point there. Like I've said all along, you could stop the boats tomorrow with protests and stop the boats and get all these illegal immigrants out of hotels, and we'd still have a problem. We'd still have a really big problem in this country. And again, they're all in HMOs, all these migrants. So stopping the hotels and the boats it solves a slight problem, but you need to get rid of all the ones that's here, and all the HMOs. You know what I mean? There's multiple levels to a problem, and depending on where you put the plug in the hole is where you solve the problem. And again, I've many times I've stated the ultimate problem is the global elite, but how we get to them, I'll never fucking know, to be honest. So the next best option we've got really is we're supposed to live in a democracy, which we don't. Don't get me wrong. I'm under no illusions that we live in a democracy. We do not. It's the illusion of democracy. But the people supposed to believe we live in a democracy here. So through democratic process, surely we can fix things and get things done. Again, if the belief is there is a democracy, public opinion is everything, and that's why they bother with all the media bullshit. So if you can get the majority of the public to believe that we have a democracy and we can do something about this, and they want to do something about this, something can be done to a form. Do you know what I mean? We'll probably get just fucked in a different direction, to be honest. They'll collapse the fucking economy on us or something. Who knows? When you own everything and control everything, it's very easy to fuck you over on everything you ever do. But I don't know what the solution is. Then, like, you know what I mean? It's do we all just put our heads down and just walk into the fire and get an ID, digital ID, and we all get locked down and we're not allowed to buy meat and we can't go anywhere and we just accept the shit show? Or do we do something about the shit show? Who knows? I mean, I think we try and do something about the shit show, obviously, or I wouldn't be making these videos and trying to tell you all this is probably the way of it. So, Starmer the Farmer Hammer, anyhow, I mean, ultimately all I was trying to tell you is someone's made a massive effigy of Starmer, and we're going to burn it tonight on Bonfire Night, but it took me 10 minutes to tell you that. I went right round the fucking houses, pretty much round the country, to be honest. Went right round the country. I can pretty much tell you the whole country is a shit show from being all the way around it there. And yep, it's fucked in many areas, completely fucked. And yeah, that's Britain. Welcome to Britain. Hi. So we're burning this of Starmer anyhow. Long story short, too late. Story long, long story long, long, long story long. We're burning Starmer. Not the actual Starmer, unfortunately. It is just an effigy. But he will be burned nonetheless. So that's the scenes. That's the scenes of the Starmer we will burn. You'll burn, Starmer. You'll burn in hell, Starmer, for this day.